To draw, preferably somebody. Well, Kelly hasn't said anything yet. Kelly hasn't said anything yet.
You guys got a minute?
Okay, this is what I need you to do. I need you to do that. Got it? Here you go. Here you go. 1 minute. Start it, Gianni.
Professor,
yes.
A poster and a movie are the same thing now? I'm just curious. I don't know.
Yo, move over. Dude, move over.
I want the points. I don't know.
Johnny, move over.
Guys, we can't see.
That's actually not bad.
Is it?
Oh my.
Oh, okay.
You can yell whatever you need. You'll have it next though. Go ahead. Your group's got it.
How much time do we have?
21 seconds.
21 seconds in, so 39 seconds.
This was whether the president could declare a state of emergency in event.
Oh, what's she drawing?
Oh, disaster!
A hurricane! Yes! Nice! That was for 4? 4, Gianni?
Yeah.
4. 1, 2, 3, 4. What is the
from the
law
this
that's
was-
dealing with this?
This was National Security NSPD 51.
What is NSPD?
National Security Presidential Directive.
National
51.
Security Presidential Directive 51. And what does this deal with? Go ahead, you guys have it.
So he has the power to override any other,
Override?
4,
he can make interfere,
3.
He can make decisions without
suspend the
Congress.
Constitution.
He can make decisions.
President, wait, when?
Wait, in a state of emergency.
Okay, the president can declare a state of emergency. And what examples of state of emergency were mentioned in the article besides hurricane?
Terrorist attack.
Terrorist attack, nuclear bomb, bird flu breakout.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Okay, now, so when this happens, what can the president do? And this was done by Bush. What can the president do?
He can suspend the Constitution.
Suspend the Constitution. Tell me more.
It gives him what he needs to do. It gives him the power to do what he needs to do to maintain continuity of the country. He can cancel upcoming elections.
Cancel
Essentially,
elections.
he's exercising his,
oh, and he can launch
he can launch a commander-in-chief power.
Launch a nuclear missile. I think I heard that. Anything else?
He pushed the line of presidential authority and he left the office stronger.
Why is this controversial?
because it's dictatorship.
Yeah, because it can lead to a dictatorship.
Okay, but why is this controversial, this specific directive?
People thought that he was going to do that so that he can stay in.
Because it was never voted.
They actually did think that he was going to try and cancel elections to stay in power. But why was this
Now she's
controversial?
going to say this.
It was never voted on by Congress. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, so everyone's answered.
Absolutely. Go ahead. Hit the lights.
And there are two clauses that are not mentioned.
There are 2 clauses that we don't actually even know about. Absolutely. Pick me a category. Gotta go. And remember, if you don't get correct answers from everybody in the group, it's not going to be points.
Just do executive for 3 points?
Executive for 3. List all you can. Sabato's proposed constitutional amendments. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. First hand I see. Either of these 2 groups. Sabato's proposed constitutional. Go ahead, Slippin. You had the article.
Yes, extend the president's term to 6 years
Sabato
and give him an
suggested
optional.
1, 2, 3, 4.
And the president gets an optional, an additional 2 years, but it has to be voted on by the people.
How?
By an election, yes or no.
Yes or no? 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's change the president's term to 6 years. And not only that, but at the end of the 6th year, president has a chance with a yes or no referendum to continue for 2 more years. Anything else?
Yes. Judges don't get life terms anymore. It's only 15 years.
15-year terms for judges. Then the sense of this is to make them more responsive to current times. Tell me more.
You mentioned
4.
Congress increase to 1,000.
Which part?
Senate.
-4.
No. House of Congress increased to 1,000
House of Congress.
from.
Go ahead, y'all have it.
House of Cards.
It was to increase House of members of House of Representatives.
Okay, increase the House of Representatives. Now you're at -1 to 1,000 members. Tell me more.
Give the president a line, an
4.
item veto.
Give the president a line item veto. You're in the positive.
And I don't know if they said create a constitutional mandate that all able-bodied young Americans must vote.
All able-bodied young Americans would devote a minimum or 2 years of volunteer time. Anything else?
Establish term limits for members of Congress to restore principle.
We did not really talk about that one, but there was one other one that we did.
It added a balanced budget.
We did talk about the balanced budget amendment. 1, 2, 3, 4. Anything else?
Oh, and it said, nearly 410 Americans.
No.
3, 2, 1. The other thing that it mentioned in there was actually changing the representation in the Senate. And if you remember when Joy had mentioned this before, basically half of the country is in 10 states, half of the country is in the other 10. For the top 10 states, add 2 senators. For the middle 15 states, add 1. Leave the bottom 25 the same. And add 1 for DC. Yes, go ahead, click it, Gianni. You guys gave me the last correct answer. Pick me a category. Gotta go. Pick me a category. Here's your chance.
Executive for 1.
Oh, big spender. List all you can. Click it. Roles of the monarch. Y'all have it. What are the roles of the monarch?
It's just a symbol.
First hand up after them.
What do you mean, symbol of the country?
It is the head of the state.
Head of the state, yes. What is the head? Yeah, okay, go ahead. What does it mean to be the head of the state?
That they're gonna take care of more ceremonial roles.
Ceremonial duties. What else is roles for the monarch?
When a prime minister gets elected, the monarch grants them the power to run the government.
The monarch is actually the person that approves or rubber stamps the selection of the prime minister. If a prime minister is not selected, what does the monarch do?
They take power.
The monarch will actually rule oftentimes until the prime minister is selected. Anything else?
They will do the diplomatic work in relation with other countries.
What do you mean?
Like when a foreign head of state comes to visit
Yes.
England,
They are
they
the ones
visit with
who-
the Queen first.
They do actually visit with the Queen first. It's probably more ceremonial than policy, but yes, they do visit there first. Anything else you can tell me? 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead.
They're there for a lifetime. They're not elected, and their son or the person next in line takes over from them.
It is a hereditary position. I'll go with you there. Click it. Pick me a category.
We will go for executive 5.
Executive for 5. List all you can. Click it. Head of the government versus head of the state. You guys have it. I think you guys have it next. 5,
Okay.
4. You have it.
Okay.
3.
The head of state is ceremonial more than, the head of state meets with visiting dignitaries and deals with foreign affairs. The head of government deals with the internal issues.
The day-to-day running of the government. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In England, who is the head of government and who is the head of state?
Prime Minister is the head of government and the Queen is the head of state.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In the United States, who is the head of government and who is the head of the state?
President.
The president is both. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In the hybrid system, who is the head of the government? Who is the head of the state?
The
5,
President
and the prime minister.
4,
is what?
3.
The president is the head of
2.
the president is the head of state. The prime minister is the head of government.
Win. 1.
In a hybrid
First
system.
hand I see. Go ahead.
President, the president, if there is no
5.
prime minister elected, the president has both titles.
What's that?
If there is no prime minister, the president has both titles.
-5.
What? Wait, hold on. No. In
Go
a
ahead,
hybrid
elderly.
system,
You guys have it, yes.
Okay.
In a hybrid
The
system.
president is the head of the state and the prime minister is the head of the government
When?
in a hybrid system.
Win. 5.
When?
Win.
they're
That's true, but I need more.
cohabitating.
When they're cohabitating, yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. When the president is of one party and the prime minister in parliament is of the other, the prime minister is going to be the head of the government. The president is going to be the head of the state. What if it's all one party? Who is the head of the government and who is the head of the state?
President.
President actually holds both roles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. When there is no cohabitation. Click it. Pick me a category. 5, 10, 50, 20, 25, 31. 5, 10, 50, 20, 25, 29.
What about?
What an embarrassment. Pick me a category.
We'll take the Constitution for 4.
Constitution for 4. Go ahead. List all you can. Click it. Africa. Africa has been mentioned in several contexts in the back half of the class. Explain to me how we've discussed Africa. 5. You got it.
The democracy, we discussed the democracy in Africa, like when the guys, I forgot his name, Ibrahim.
Ibrahim!
Yeah.
Well, what did Ibrahim do?
When he was giving, when he offered money, like, I think it's $5 million to a...
The Mo Ibrahim Prize. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Offering $5 million, 4 or 5. If leaders in Africa did what?
They
Impose their rule of law.
If they what?
Rule
If
of
they
law,
can
like-
demonstrate that they were democratic.
If they could demonstrate that they were democratic, what kinds of things did they have to do in their country to demonstrate? Go ahead, AJ.
They would have to leave office after their term is up.
They would have to leave office after their term. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What else?
They will have to show their economic, it will have to be transparent. I think.
Transparent politics. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What about economics? 5. Anybody in the group?
improve education.
4. So transparency. They had to do something with economics. They had to leave office on time.
Rule of law, like their laws were enforced all throughout the country.
Okay, they needed to have the rule of law. Give me more. 5.
And I think nobody win the prize, like,
Yeah,
for
no
the
one
last
won the prize for like first year.
Anything else? 3. Who's got next, Johnny? Yeah, I should have known that. Go ahead.
Okay, so they have to have sustainable economic development.
Sustainable. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Human development.
Human development.
Human rights.
Human rights.
Human rights. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And
should be right to
poverty
alleviate
and education. And Harvard came up with the
In
list.
terms of poverty and education, she mumbled.
Yeah.
Yeah, she mumbled. Go ahead, Daniel. You started to say something.
No, they have to work to alleviate poverty and to improve the educational system.
We said already.
Yeah, I think they said that. Minus 5.
Hey!
Go ahead. What do you want to say?
Two people have won it. One's in 2010 and one's in 2011.
No, there's one in 2007.
You better hurry.
I know
4.
security for
3.
country.
Wait. Have only 2 people won it? No. Joy pulled it up. It's actually 3 people. Only 3 people have won it. Minus 5.
They have to provide security for the country.
Okay, on this one, notice on this, be kind of specific, but first and I see, in terms of Africa, reparations.
What?
Yeah, she already called it. 5,
It's okay, I didn't put my hand up.
4,
No, go.
3,
Okay,
2,
the people,
1,
the people-
minus 5.
Who's not saying anything?
Go ahead.
Well, England had a colony in Africa. They caused a civil war.
What country was this? 5, 4, anybody in the group? 4, 3.
I think that's Kenya.
Kenya! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. England actually had set up a colony in Kenya. And in fact, if you go back and you look at this, how many people, well, some people supported the British, and actually a number of people did not. What did the British do or not do that caused problems in Kenya?
Well, they didn't pay reparations.
They didn't compensate for.
Well, yeah, but what would happen that would lead to the need for reparations?
They provided weapons.
They provide weapons and cause civil war between fraction groups.
They basically allowed civil war to happen, and they armed one side of it, yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Anything else?
England's estimate of the number of casualties was way less than the Kenyan.
How many did the Kenyans say? 5.
More than millions.
They actually suggested it was about 1 million that were lost in this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Anything else? 4. Nothing ever happened. 3, 2, 1. Who's got it, Gianni? Go ahead.
England says 10,000.
England did say it was closer to about 10,000. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Anything else?
They yeah, they didn't count.
England actually, Kenya wanted reparations for this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. England did not give them the reparations. And when we were discussing this, anything else you want to tell me?
Because they said that the number wasn't